Hey, it's Rafi, and today we're going to be ranking every single challenging tower from worst to best. So I know I made that poll, and I know top 50 flaws won, but I'm not gonna lie, this video is going to be easier to make, and I thought, you know what, let's just get this out first, and then we'll do top 50 flaws next video. What is going on over here? Bro, why is this guy's hat, like, shooting lasers? Anyway, yeah, this is every challenging in the game, because I've already beaten them all, and yeah, let's go. Also, there's a very specific reason I start off in Ring 2, and that is because the worst challenging tower in my opinion is Tower of Traps. I mean, what else would it be? This tower is complete, I mean, it's what the name suggests, it's all traps, none of them make sense. For some reason, right, there was this revamp of this tower that was 100% better, pretty much everyone agreed it was better, but they put back the original. I don't know if that was the creator's request or whatever, but like, bro, this tower just sucks so much. Like, this in the like newer version was like a conveyor, but no, now you just have to walk. It's not traps that you can like figure out, it's just like random kind of like false parts. And next up we have Steeple Evolutionary Spectacles. Now keep in mind that I am only talking about the old one, okay? I've not played the new one, I have no idea what it is. I mean, so far it looks exactly the same. So yeah, I don't know about this new one, okay? But the old one, oh my god. One of the worst things I've played. It was complete garbage. If you guys watched the Logan ISL video where he plays it, that was my experience, except 2 times worse. Next we have Steeple of Upright Cliffs. Yeah, it's Paradise Atoll Steeple, you know it's bad. So yeah, this Steeple is a mixture of kinda decent gameplay and complete garbage. There's really confusing climb objects. And yeah, it's just awful, man. Like, all of these steeples, and I don't think I beat a steeple in Paradise Atoll that's like challenging and above. I don't think I beat a single one under an hour. Like, I beat this after beating TOTL. Still took me an hour. Next we have Steeple of Cliffside Falls. This is like the same thing as the other one. It's the same thing. I don't know which one's worse. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot which one's which. I just know they're both complete garbage. I mean, there's not much else to say. It's another tower that just has garbage climb object use. It's not challenging at all. It's like REM. And it's really confusing with like really weird gameplay. It's Paradise Atoll. Like, what do you expect? Next up is Traversing the Tropics. Yeah, first half of this, one of the worst 5 floor runs of like any tower ever. There's this one climb object later on that actually doesn't make sense. Like, it's like this moving like truss thing, and I think I failed it like 7 times. I think I beat this one when I already beat TOFN. Still took me an hour, by the way. But yeah, this is basically the other one except 10 flaws instead of 5. But the reason it's high is because the second half is okay. I won't even say it's good. Like, I thought it was good when I first got there because of like how bad the first half was. But the second half is still like a 4 out of 10. Next up we have more Paradise Atoll, Cyclonic Isles. Yeah, this one's complete garbage. This one I actually re-beat really recently, like less than a month ago. It's still like a 1 at most. I seriously don't get how this area like got in and how any of these towers got approved. Like, they're all so bad. This tower starts off okay, I guess. I mean, the first few parts are like a 3 out of 10. The wind flaws though are a 0. I mean, the wind flaws are some of the worst parts of any tower. Next we got Slipping and Sliding. So yeah, it's a tower that revolves around ice. I mean, just based on that fact, it can't be good. It would have been like okay. Actually, no, it wouldn't be okay. It would be like a, you know, it would be a bit better. But then there's 8 outside, which is like such a difficulty spike, and it's all ice gameplay. And this is a bunch of puzzles. Like this puzzle right here. On one side, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, this thing is like so scuffed. And this tower in general is just really scuffed, and like things don't really work like they should, I feel like. And we're back in Paradise Atoll. So, yeah, Desolate Isles, yeah, while admittedly it is the best challenging in Paradise Atoll, that doesn't really mean anything. This still has the same traits of a lot of the other Paradise Atoll towers with awkward gameplay, weird, like, climb objects, and just not fun stuff in general. I'm not gonna lie, right? Every Paradise Atoll tower feels like it was made by the same creator. Like, I swear all of these use the same garbage gimmicks. Next we have a controversial one, Deep Darkness. So, I know there's a lot of people's, you know, favorite or one of their favorite towers, and also to a lot of people's, you know, one of least favorites. And it's definitely, definitely on that side of people. I just think that this tower is, while it's cool at the time, it is not aged well at all, and has a bunch of dark gameplay. And honestly, I just hate lighting changes in general. And this tower has a lot of sections where you can't really see where you're going. It's also, for whatever reason, like really short at the start, and then later on the floors just become like so long. I appreciate like an adventure, like nothing new is like an adventure tower. But I think that one's actually like well made. This isn't like well made. Alright, so next up we have Steeple of Witch Calamity, and okay, I mean this one, like, raw gameplay wise, it's not that bad, but it's just not well made, dude. Like, it's just not fun to play. Admittedly, I did forget about a lot of this, but I do remember that the tower was, like, as a whole, most of it was fine, but there was some parts that were just horrendous. If there is one thing I'd give it, I do actually kind of like the design. I think it, like, does it, you know, decently with, like, the checkerboard thing. Besides that, I mean, this is just not fun. Like, the part I'm doing right now is fine. but I'm like 95% at least sure that it gets a lot worse. Next we have collective collaboration. So essentially this tower is, you know, so if you guys don't know, this tower is made by like 10 different people. I think one person got each flaw. And you know, some of the people cooked. Like I think this guy on floor 1 cooked. Some people definitely didn't. I'm pretty sure it just gets worse and worse the more you play. Like this is as good as it gets and it's still not that good, this floor 1. Okay, no, actually, I will be honest, floor 1's pretty decent. But it just gets worse and worse, this tower. Next we've got unhealthy escalation. Bro, how did this tower get into freaking zone 5? Like, there is so many good towers in this area. And then we have this garbage here. Now, do I think it's, like, not well made? I think it's pretty decently made. Problem is that's just not fun. Even guided trials are somehow more fun than this. Next up we have got VF, the Punky Joe replacement tower. And to be honest, Punky's tower was garbage. But this might actually be worse. It tries to be cool. It tries these cool mechanics. But it just fails. Like, it's not fun at all. Bro, I beat this after already having beaten multiple terrifying towers, right? Because it, like, you know, I was like, oh, let's just do this. And bro, it took me like an hour. And it just drags on so hard. And I don't know. I know people like this one, so I know this is controversial. Like, I physically could not understand why people would like it. Next we have Obvious Chaos. I feel like this tower, like, people would expect me to like, because, you know, it's a classic tower, and it's well received by, like, classic likers. But bro, I think this sucks. I mean, first of all, floor 1. I mean, I can barely see it. On recording, you probably see nothing right now. I don't get why people like it. It's another one, I just don't get it. And I'm a classic enjoyer as well, and this is classic, and I still don't like it. And I feel like this tower just looks so scuffed with skyline objects. Like, it's very creative for the time, but it did not age well. Next we have Flame Restoration, and I feel like this tower is kind of like they picked all the good towers, and then they went through the whitelist, and then they just picked the most boring, generic modern tower that's ever been made. Like, there's actually nothing interesting about it. It's boring as hell. It's not fun. It drags on as, like, frickin' piss. For most of this area, they picked out such, like, decent modern towers. But for this is just the most average modern tower, like, ever. Alright, next up we have Tofaf, and I feel like people will be like, this is too high. Like, you're putting this too high, you're being too nice. But honestly, this tower is horrendous, okay? It doesn't make any sense, and there's a lot of traps that just don't make sense. But it's kind of fun. This tower is objectively complete garbage, but it's kind of fun, I gotta be honest. Next we have Tower Despair, and this is really similar to Tofaf. I know people say this is one of the worst, and I understand why, but I just find it fun for some reason. Although this one I feel like is a bit overhated. Like, I don't think it's that bad, the gameplay. I will say though, there's definitely parts that are like not great, and you know, it's still not a good tower, obviously. I'm not saying these are good towers, this and Tofaf. I'm just saying they're like slightly fun, and more fun for me than any of the other ones so far. Next we have Todak, and I'll be honest, okay, I pretty forgot the whole tower. Oh, never mind, it's this one. Okay, never mind, I agree with my take, yeah. It's way too dark in spots. I hate when towers have, like, the lighting changer, but then they only put, like, light spots, like, in some places. Like, right here, like, you can barely see anything right here. And this tower does that quite a lot of times, and it's also just, like, really flat. There's nothing really cool about it. Oh, no, and those don't even carry you, yeah, okay. So next up we've actually got Screen Punching, and yeah, this is another tower that I think is really, really fun, but it's obviously not good. I'm not gonna hide the fact that this tower is good. It's not, okay? It's very old, obviously. It's the second ever tower, but it's not good. I think they did make Floor 9 better, but, like, it's still bad. Because I remember watching it, right? Like, recently in, like, the tournaments that I do, like, someone was playing it. And I swear you still walk on nothing in Floor 10. Next up we got Feeling Lazy. So yeah, as suggested by the title, this tower's pretty freaking lazy. And it's also pretty freaking unfun, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's nothing cool about this tower. It's boring, it's not fun. I mean, it's literally has lazy in the name. I mean, you can't expect this to be good. Also, this might be the worst slang I've heard in my life. Okay, so imagine you're making Garno V-Shot, you know, picking out all these good steeples, and then you say, frick the good streak, let's just put SOFW here. So, essentially, the steeple, you do a part, right, which is already pretty bad, and you just do the same thing. The second half of the steeple is literally just the same thing, but, like, slightly changed. Like, that's literally it, like, there's nothing else to it. And yeah, this steeple ends up being not very fun. Honestly, the first half's better than the second half. The second half is complete garbage. Next we have Crystal Ascension. I honestly think this is the best steeple in Arcanaria, and it's still pretty bad. From the last steeple to this is actually a pretty decent upgrade, but this still isn't very good. Actually, it would be a lot higher without the ice pads at the end. Okay, I don't have footage of the ice pads, but the ice pads at the end are complete piss. And yeah, this is probably my favorite steeple because it's like, might be the shortest one, and also it's probably the funnest. Favorite Arcanaria steeple, obviously. It's not my favorite steeple. I'm cooked if this is my favorite steeple. Next we have Angled Suri. I'm sorry, this tower just straight up painful to play.
What the hell?
Okay, I mean, what's going on? I can't fit into that freaking small hole. Anyway, yeah, this tower is so freaking long, and it's so punishing. And oh my god, I hate it. The only reason it's not lower is because I want to be respectful, because obviously this is objectively better than freaking Tower of Despair. I hated playing this the first time. Maybe it'll be fine now, but based on that one experience I mean, what's going on? No, where do you actually go? Oh, here? Okay. Wait, no, what? What? Yeah, no, frick this tower, I'm sorry. There's also a puzzle later on that doesn't work. Maybe they fixed it now, but when I played it didn't work. And we were there for 30 minutes. Next we have Toti. This tower's like great idea, but terrible execution, I'll be honest. So I do really like the frame of this and like the routing. I think in terms of routing, this is the best tower in Ring 6. Like, this is like the most interesting like way you go. But the gameplay is so freaking bad. It's the same thing over and over, and there's literally just copy-pasted gameplay throughout the whole thing. It's not super unfun, it's more just kind of boring. And like, I feel like this guy like got such a cool like frame concept, but he just didn't really know how to make the gameplay. Next we have Shattered Dreams, just a pretty alright standard like modern tower, not much to say about it, not much wrong with it I think. I think the main problem with it, like nowadays, I didn't have this problem before, they indicated some of the conveys in this, but they didn't indicate all of them, which I don't really get that, like why? But still, the base of the tower, it's just pretty solid I feel like. And next we have Tova. This tower is so freaking boring. Like, oh my god, it just doesn't end. Like, I know there's 20 minutes plus, it feels like you play it for 40 minutes because nothing happens the whole time. It's not like it's a tower that's badly made or just bad. Because at this point, right, like once you play this, you've beaten at least a Rem, probably an Insane. It's just kind of a tower that exists. Like, you beat it, you just forget about it, and it just doesn't like, you know, it doesn't really do anything. If I took an exam of what I remember about steeple climbing, I'm getting 0. This steeple is so freaking fake. Like, actually, nothing happens. Does anything happen? Not bad, not terrible. It's just like, it's kind of like the last one. It just exists. Next we have Menacing Creations. Flaw 10. That's all I gotta say. Number 3, like, I really do wonder what the creator was thinking. Hey, let's make most of the tower, like, difficult, right? And let's make Flaw 10 Rem. And even before Flaw 10, the tower's pretty mid, and Flaw 10 just makes it worse. But besides Flaw 10, Flaws 1 to 9, they just exist, once again. Next we've got Tower of Rage. So yeah, I think this tower's pretty overhated. Like, there's not much that wrong with it. I do understand that some of the spinners are not great, and also there's a random ice tower up, and Flaw 10 is complete garbage. But besides that, it's just a nice speedrunnable tower. And I don't know if it's a bad take, but I feel like screen punching, even though it's a Ring 1 tower, it doesn't really give me that Ring 1 charm. I feel like this gives it way more. I don't know what is about it, because screen punching is also older. Yeah, I think this tower's pretty freaking good, to be honest. Like, I don't think it's that bad. Pretty damn fun. And my favorite challenging Ring 1 is going to be Tower Stress. I think this is the first tower in the whole list that I would honestly be really happy to just rebeat at any point, at any time. There's not much towers which I would willingly do that, but this is one of them for sure. Next we've got Down Mobility. This one gives me just like heavy freaking like nostalgic vibes, I feel like. Not only because me and Camille made a video on this, which by the way, please don't watch that video. But also I just feel like this tower just feels like an adventure. Despite it not doing much to be like standing out, right? I just think it's pretty damn cool. It just gives like good vibes, if that makes sense. Okay, I might be yapping to be honest. I just kind of like this and I really shouldn't because it's not good at all. But for whatever reason, I just find it enjoyable. Next up, we've got Toadad. Yeah, don't let HS see this one. For those that don't know, I think this is like his least favorite tower. But I think this tower is kind of good. Okay, first half is really good, like 7, maybe 8 out of 10. Second half is like a 3, okay? So it kind of balances out to be like a 5. They did so well with the first half, and then they just randomly started like spamming seat blocks, which don't work. And that's the main problem with the tower, is just the stupid seat blocks. However, I do stand by, if I can see it, that spin up there is probably the coolest climbing object, like up until this point in the whole game. And yeah, I think this tower's honestly pretty good. It just sucks that the second half ruins it so much, because it could have been a really fun, like, cool tower. Next we have Diverging Layers. This tower's just kind of fake, I'll be honest. I mean, it's just kind of there. There's not really much wrong with it, but there's also not much really cool about it or anything, like, interesting. It's another middle-of-the-line tower, and that's pretty much all I can say about it. Like, that's pretty much it. But yeah, literally, I can't name a single thing that happens, but it's alright, I guess. It's a fine tower. Next we have Toe Tint. Oh, I forgot the guy yaps in this. But yeah, this tower's fine. Hang on. Let me just wait for this guy to stop yapping. Yep. Alright, thank you. Anyway, this tower is fine. Like, while it's a good concept, there's a lot of parts that are just not fun to play. And it kind of gets ruined by them. There's especially this, like, orb part. That is just not fun. But yeah, the tower, like, the concept's cool, but I just don't find it super fun to play. And the dialogue is kind of pointless, in my opinion. Next we have Steeple of Guiding Light. Solid steeple, that's all there really is to it. It's just okay. Oh, this song's a banger though. Yeah, this tower is really good. What? No, it's not. Bro, I got sidetracked. I think that the gameplay is fine. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't try to be like anything impressively like insane, right? But it's still pretty fun in my opinion. Next we have a Hefty Magnitude. Kind of similar to the last tower, where it's just decent. Nothing too crazy about it, but it's pretty fun to play. I'm not gonna, I don't know where to go. Oh, here, there we go. I don't know. I've been yapping a lot in this video, so I'm gonna kind of skim by this tower because there's nothing really I can say about it. It's just decent. And also, I just don't really remember it either. Next we have got Towel. I find this tower to be like a pretty nice adventure, especially for the time it was made. But I do like, actually kind of like it. I think that's like pretty interesting throughout. And for like such an old tower, it's kind of fun honestly. It's a nice classic tower. It does drag on a little bit, but it's pretty fun. I think it keeps like its gameplay quality pretty nice the whole time. Okay, well, there's a big question here. Next we've got Distorted Aerodynamics, and I actually really like the way this one looks, as well as the gameplay. I think this one's just pretty good throughout, like there's not much really wrong with it. I also like the music of this as well. Okay, why is that not carry? Wait, does the sign say it? Okay, at least it says it. But yeah, I find this one to just be pretty decent gameplay throughout. Ring 7 having mostly pretty garbage challenging, this is honestly pretty nice. Next we've got Break It, Buy It. I think this tower is really well made, but I just personally don't find it super fun. Like, if I found it fun, I think it would be a lot higher, because it's objectively really actually well made, in my opinion. It's quite interesting, and I really like the UFO mechanic later on as well. That's probably my favorite part of it. It was decent for the first part, there was some pretty bad parts, but it gets a lot better later with the UFO part. I really like the UFO part. What are you actually meant to do? Okay, I don't know what to do, but yeah. Point is, it's a good tower. Then we've got Latest Sensation. Yeah, this is a big upgrade from whatever the other tower was, like some watermelon thing, I forgot what it's called. But this tower is really well made. While I don't find it to be the funnest thing ever, it's still really well made, and you know, you gotta appreciate the effort. So yeah, not my favorite, but it is good. And it's not like it wasn't fun either, I just didn't find it to be like anything crazy, because the gameplay is just alright in my opinion. Next we've got Steeple of Zenule Abyss. My biggest problem with this one is you guys know how I feel about dark towers, okay? I don't like lighting. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. But I like lighting. Actually, no, I don't. Most dislike, like, dark lighting. And obviously, this is very dark tower. But you gotta appreciate it for what it is, because there is really creative with this tower. And yeah, like, it's pretty unique, honestly. Like, it was pretty fun to play through. And next we've got Pleasant Fantasies. So, essentially, I remember Camille playing through this tower, and he kept saying, like, oh my god, this tower's so horrendous. And then I played it, and I actually thought it was fine, right? And I think because of that, like, my expectations were, like, blown way away, because I expected it to be complete garbage. I honestly ended up liking it quite a bit. While I don't think this is, like, the coolest tower ever made, it's still pretty damn good, to be honest. Next we have Conflicting Frontiers. Bro, this tower, I feel like there's just like nothing really wrong with it. It's just pretty solid throughout. Once again, it's far from the coolest tower in the game, but it's just fun, I don't know. These like last like 5 to 10 spots. Like there isn't much to talk about. They're just kind of fun to play and there isn't really much wrong with them. I feel like this tower is kind of the same as that. Next we got SOD, definitely my favorite steeple, well challenging steeple in this area. I find this one to be like the most interesting, I feel like. It's definitely the most creative, and it's actually not darker space, you can actually see where you're going, which is always a positive in a Silent Abyss. And yeah, I find this one to definitely have the best gameplay, all the steeples in this area. And yeah, it's honestly pretty solid, and it's pretty creative as well, with definitely the best design of the 4. Alright, next we've got Galactic Voyage. I love the design of this. It's pretty simple, but it's just good. What's this rap? Oh, you can do it like that, okay. But yeah, I think this tower is really good. I think the gameplay is pretty damn solid. It doesn't try to be like super creative. It's just really fun throughout the same thing. And yeah, I just love the way the structure, like just looking at it, it's just so nice looking, I don't know. It's definitely my favorite type of modern tower. And it's not my favorite modern tower, obviously, as you'll see later. But it's still definitely the best challenging in Zone 8. There isn't really much competition, because you know, the only other one's FR, but still. Next up we've got Tower of One More Time, and this has literally nothing to do with like the story behind this tower, okay? I legitimately just think it's really good. It's one of the most lenient and like least punishing towers in the game. There's definitely some gameplay parts that aren't the best, but it's still really good in my opinion. And yeah, this has really good gameplay, and yeah, there's parts that don't really make sense, but you know, it's like the least punishing tower ever, so getting back pretty much takes no time. Bro, next up we got absolute fixation, and I don't even care what you tell me, dude. This might be like the worst take ever. But bro, this tower is so fun in my opinion. Like, it doesn't deserve to be this high, I understand. But it's just so fun. Like, I can't help but just still really like it. It's pretty much Tower of Rage, but done right. Like, Tower of Rage was pretty mid-tower. And this just fixes every part about it that wasn't good. And yeah, it's one of those towers I can't really explain why I like it so much. Aside from the fact that it's just really fun. That's really pretty much it. Next we got Triangular Covering. Bro, if this is not your favorite Forgotten Ridge tower, at least in your top 3, then bro, what you even talking about? Like, this doesn't even feel like a Forgotten Ridge tower, okay? Like, this, I don't think this fits at all, in my opinion. It's like too high quality. It's such a fun tower, and it's one of the most well-made, like, classic towers I've ever played in my life. Not much else to say about it, it's just a good tower. Like, I've never met a single person that played this and didn't give it at least a 7. Alright, next we've got tier A, B, C, D. This tower is really just good. Where am I going? This is meant to happen. Oh no, it is, right? Yeah, because it starts at the top. But yeah, this tower honestly is like just really good throughout. I think the first part, if it was just like the cave part at the start, it would be high up, but it wouldn't be this high. But bro, that space part is so freaking cool later on. And also the ending of the tower is also one of the coolest parts. But yeah, this is a great tower and definitely my favorite challenging in this Zone 9. Next we've got Odd Odyssey. This kind of gives me anticlimactic outcomes vibes. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know, it just reminds me of that. And also Pure Chroma. Actually, very heavily Pure Chroma as well. Probably why I like it so much. But yeah, this is another great tower, which, you know, there isn't much to say about. It's just fun gameplay throughout, to be honest. While I'm not the biggest fan of ILR as a builder, in terms of the SCs at least, I gotta admit, he cooked on this one. Stairs to Spare is easily his best tower. It takes a pretty simple concept and just makes it really, really fun. And like throughout the whole thing, you'd never really get bored. The last part is a bit punishing, obviously, right? If you guys got to it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's very punishing at the end. But honestly, getting back to it once you learn the tower is so freaking easy that it doesn't really matter. It's also a pretty short tower in general. And yeah, I honestly find this to be a really fun tower throughout the whole thing. It does a lot of like different cool things, and it never really gets boring in my opinion. It's a pretty solid tower for challenging. Starting top 5 with Amos Anger. Yeah. Probably my favorite or second favorite Ring 8 tower. It's just really, really good. Ring 8's such a mixed bag of towers because we have garbage like Tier Jeff, and then we have like really good ones like this and Tier EI. Actually, I don't know if I like this up more or Tier EI. Probably Tier EI, but this is still second favorite for sure. It gets a lot of bonus points because the boss fight at the end. I find the boss fight, like any tower which has a boss fight, honestly, to me at least, is immediately better. And the one in this, while it's not like the coolest thing ever, it's pretty like easy and pretty fun to play. And yeah, it's like, it still feels like a Ring 8 tower, but it's a lot more fun than the majority of them. Next we have a Growing Madness, and before I say anything, I just gotta say I love this tower's color scheme. The mixture of white and red throughout the whole thing, I just think it's really clean. There isn't much complaint about this tower. It's just another pretty modern tower, which isn't like crazy cool, but it's just fun throughout the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like, do I think it's the coolest tower ever made? No. Considering I have no complaints about it, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You know, I can't really not put it this high because there's nothing wrong with it. However, it's still not my personal favorite Zone 7 tower, which is... My favorite Zone 7 tower has gotta be White Space, and actually, this is kind of similar in its design, except instead of red, it's blue, and I prefer the color blue, which actually might be why I like this more. Nah, I'm joking. The gameplay in this is just better. I think it is better design, but it's pretty much the same. I just like the color blue a lot. I think this color of blue, along with the white, like, just really, like, works really well. And yeah, I've failed this a bunch of times, and I still had fun, and it's very rare for me to fail a tower and still find it fun. I think it has a pretty good mix of client objects gameplay along with, like, purism. And also, I don't even like shadow parts, but these, like, shadow parts, they're still, like, simple to understand. I don't really mind them, to be honest. And next up we have got Bonus Level, which I think is the best tower of Zone 9. As you can kind of tell, I really like vibrant colors towers, mainly because I can actually see where to go, right? And this tower is no exception. I think this tower is just super fun throughout, and there's quite literally nothing wrong with it. It's another great mix of client objects and purist gameplay, and also has like pretty unique ideas with like 2D sections as well. Well, not entirely 2D sections, but you know, like different POV sections. It's also like a really forgiving tower, but even when you fail them, like you still don't really die most of the time. And yeah, this is honestly pretty close, this and number 1, but number 1, if you've been watching me, you know what it is. Pure Chroma still takes number 1 for me. Bonus Level is close, honestly, but yeah, this, Togo, and Tots are like my eternal top 3. I don't see it changing anytime soon. This just hits different in like a way I just can't really describe. Like, I can't fully describe why I like this so much. It's just a really great tower in my opinion. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video though. 300 likes for ranking every difficult. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you later, subscribe, bye bye, see ya.